Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here, June 1st, 2013. It's a brand new month. Pretty fantastic. It's no longer May. Not that May's not fantastic, but June is just as fantastic because it's currently June. I gotta keep my eyes on the road. I'm driving 95 south. Oh yeah, 95 south. If all goes well, late tonight, I'll be back in my hometown of St. Cloud, Florida. I want you to look at this. Exit 87, Coastal Highway, Route 17, that sign that just passed by. A few miles back that way, the most bizarre thing happened while I was driving. Up in the side of the road in the median, there was a guy out of his car looking bewildered, and in the front windshield was all smashed in with this weird looking, almost like a UFO type, undescribable object. It was the most bizarre thing. He was just over in the median, and he was walked up a few feet away from his car with the weirdest look of bewilderment, and he was staring at all the other cars like with this weird look, not knowing what was going on. I thought that was really strange. I kept driving down the road. Actually, I need to get in the middle lane because we have an emergency vehicle up here. So you need to swerve over, get out of the way of the emergency vehicles. You always want to be a cautious driver, even when you're vlogging. Get back over. Anyway, back to the story. There was a guy in the median, windshield completely smashed in, no other cars around that were wrecked. It was very bizarre. I thought it was a normal wreck, but there was nothing. Something evidently came out of the sky or fell off a truck and smashed him, and then the truck kept driving. Not really sure what happened, but I thought, man, that's really bizarre that guy got his car smashed in right in the side of the median by a weird UFO-type object. That's the first thing I thought of is, man, this is like a weird UFO zone or something. Then I continued up, and on this side of the median, about another half a mile down the road, was 3 or 4 broke down cars. I'm not even kidding. There were 2 or 3 cars within maybe like 15, 20 yards of each other, a half mile down the road from the first vehicle with the weird UFO looking thing smashed in, and it was on this side of the road. 3 or 4 broken down cars with their hoods up, people going, what's going on with their cars? That's weird. So I kept driving thinking, man, that's strange. I'm glad that's not me. People are having bad luck. My luck's good today. I'm heading home to St. Cloud, Florida. After my 115 days on the road, I'll be home hopefully tonight. The story might change that though. Back to the UFO craziness. So I'm driving along. I see the guy in the median on this side with the UFO weird thing smashing his hood in. And then a half mile up on this side are 3 broken down cars, 3 separate people with broken down cars with their hoods up. I continue driving, I don't know, maybe another half a mile, not more than a minute and a half, and my check engine light down here starts flashing. I've never seen a check engine light flashing before. It was the normal check engine light on the Ford E150. This is my van, the Ford E150. It's flashing, blinking like crazy. And the first thing I thought of is, man, that's really strange that all this is happening. Those 3 cars were broken down. The weird UFO thing crushed the front of the guy's vehicle windshield. He was bewildered. The people on the side of the roads over here were bewildered. Now I was bewildered. Very, very strange. This went on for a while. I was doing about 70 miles an hour at that time. Kind of slowed down. The light kind of didn't turn off, just kept blinking. Very strange. The van kind of started running weird for a minute. Very odd. So I pulled over to a convenience store, got out, got myself a water, got a little water here, trying to lay off the sodas. Haven't been feeling the greatest. Like I said, I've been on the road for 4 months. Haven't drank a lot of water, but consuming a lot of soda. I'm going to try to knock out the soda and bring it down a notch. Not going to quit soda, but I definitely got to bring it down, get my health level back up. So I'm going to try to drink some water, at least for the next week or so. After I get back to St. Cloud, I'm going to be chugging a lot of water, try to eat healthy, been eating a lot of fast food on the road. That fast food is going to be non-existent for a while. I'm going to have some home-cooked meals, and I'm going to be drinking some water and some other hydration materials other than soda. But I still will have a soda, a couple a day, but I'm not going to drink the normal gargantuan overload of soda like I normally do. I just wanted to share my weird story, and I'm going to consider that area back there near Savannah, Georgia, on Interstate 95 southbound. I'm going to consider that the Bermuda Triangle of vehicles, because there was four vehicles within a little bit of an area. There were no wrecks. Everyone was broken down. And it was the most bizarre thing. Flashing light right down here, blinking repeatedly over and over and over, like the aliens were trying to get my attention. We're going to break your car down. Now, most aliens don't sound like that. I don't know what they sound like. What does an alien sound like? Has an alien ever talked to you? They've never talked to me, except when my check engine light is blinking. That's how they speak. They speak in Morse code through Ford and other vehicle check engine lights blinking. The check engine light's not on now. I don't know. I think maybe it's not aliens. Let's be realistic here, but maybe it is. I'm not the most realistic person. Are you realistic? Leave a comment down below on your percentage of realistic realism. Oh, look at my hat. Let's woo this. That's what the aliens were saying. Let's woo this. They let me get away, though. I think when I pulled over at that gas station and just caught my breath out of fear of the aliens, they let me free of their grasp. And now I'm continuing on. I will be back in St. Cloud, Florida tonight. Late tonight. I got a few things to stop on the way. Heading through Georgia. Heading 95 south. And I'm going to cut across the state into the grand central Florida region of my hometown that I've lived in since 1991, St. Cloud, Florida. Thanks for watching, everybody, and putting up with my nonsensical ramblings about the aliens here in Savannah, Georgia, the Bermuda Triangle of cars. Very bizarre. Anybody else around this area ever had that same problem? So weird. Anyway, check out my t-shirts down below. Also, look up here. If you subscribe up here, I'm going to see you tomorrow from St. Cloud, Florida. Goodbye. Aliens, say hello.